on some late tries there.
Yep.
You would be pretty pleased with that performance overall.
Yeah, I was disappointed with the last 10, 12 minutes, but 2 points is 2 points. I'm really happy that we beat the Broncos here at home. Probably started the first half with a fair bit of possession, but just looked, wouldn't say frantic, we just played with a lack of control, particularly around our last plays. And then challenged the players at half time around, playing with more control this next 20 minutes, because the weight of possession, was in our favour, and I thought they attacked that second half, really well, and were able to put on some points to put the game well in our favour.
How good is your bench rotation feeling at the moment? So those guys coming on seem like they really provide an impact and spark for you at the moment.
Yeah, we've got some good players across the group. We've got players that didn't play tonight that have notched up 150 NRL games, 70 from Brendan Elliott. Benny Connon hasn't had a run this year, and he's played a lot for us last year, Connolly Lemuelu. So, this is, our squad is strong, and it takes a strong squad to compete for the title, and that's where we're at the moment.
The opening of the game saw a lot of offloads. Is that part of the game plan going in to really sort of showcase your skills in the matchup?
Yes. The language I use around that is measured, and if you're not looking at someone who you're passing to and being driven backwards, that's not measured in my opinion, and I'll let Pet know, but I didn't have to. He was well aware.
It's a hand grenade.
Yeah, she was a bomb out the back, and we got what we deserved. And probably did a couple of times against Manly, to be fair, in the last round, and we need to be better there, absolutely.
Kevy said you guys dominated them overall. Would you agree with that assessment?
From a possession and field position point of view, for the first 60 minutes, they didn't have a play inside our 20-metre zone up until 50 odd minutes. So it helps, but some of the tries that they scored shouldn't have been scored, which is the part that really nags at me.
Chad, you really outdueled Adam Reynolds tonight. How did you feel about that matchup, and how do you feel now?
Yeah, I mean, it was a big game for us, the local derby, the chance to be unbeaten against all the Queensland teams this weekend. I really noticed the difference of the crowd tonight. The local derby was a little bit louder than usual, but for me it was just focusing on trying to do my job tonight. I didn't really focus on anyone else or anything else. It was just doing my role for the team, and the result just kind of handled itself. So I was very happy with a lot of areas of our game, but I agree with Todd in the fact that there are a few things that we can clean up. But 2 points is 2 points at the end of the year, and it's an important 2 points for us because we've been a bit, I guess, staggered with having the week off last week, and now we've got a week off next week. So we've had a lot of players away from Cowboys HQ for a long period of time. So that can always I guess shake up a few things.
Chad, just on that atmosphere, it's had so much hype this last week, but then prior as well, I guess. Certainly lived up to it. So what's your assessment and having that sellout crowd here for the double?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Massive thanks to all of our fans and members who came and sold it out. And it wasn't sold out just this week; it was sold out weeks ago. And through the week, I heard a few of the boys just say to me, "Wait till you hear the crowd." And it truly is one of the best places to play. And against the Broncos, it's a great rivalry. It's what this game is about: big games, and a lot on the line. And we're happy with coming out away with the win.
For both of you, off the bench, what do we make of Luciano's debut?
Thought it was good. Yeah, poked his nose through more often than not. He's a real handful with the ball in his hand. He made some good tackles, and there was a couple of effort plays I was really pleased with. The kick down to this corner here, he's ran back and made an important play there, which is where we've taken our game to. And I thought the players did a really good job making him clear around their expectations for him to come into the group, and he's going to be good for us. He's a great kid. things happen quickly for him to get here. He found a whole heap of information being just thrown at him day after day, and he's a smart footy player.
We spoke yesterday about next week having the bye and this reassessment of where you guys are at, but I guess this win sort of makes that a little bit easier or sweeter, I guess.
Absolutely. Any time you win going into the bye makes those 2 weeks far more enjoyable, rather than stewing on things and replaying things in your head and what could have been and all that sort of stuff. This gives us an opportunity to, I guess, regroup. We're going to get some time off, and the players deserve it. 5 or 6 days is a fair chunk of time at this time of year, so it's a chance for those guys to disconnect and freshen up mentally as much as physically. And our next engagement is tomorrow week. So in the meantime, we'll be missing some players through Origin. And all those guys, if they're there, they deserve to be there, which is great for the club.
Can you just speak to Scott Drinkwater's impact this year? He's now leading try assist for your club, but he's played less games than a lot of the blokes in your team. How instrumental has he been in attack and especially in defence, organising the line?
Yeah, no, he's taken his game to another level. What I liked about Drinky in that first period of the season, he never kicked stones once. He wasn't part of the team, and I know it was hurting him. Give him a couple of things that he needed to work on to get back into the team, and he did that and found the coaches and did the extra work. He come in for that first game and made a difference to us. And again, I thought he made some really good decisions tonight with the ball in his hands. He didn't push the pass. He had an opportunity to find a pass a couple of occasions, but just took the tackle, and we live to fight another day there and put some more pressure on there. So it's going really well, and it's on the back of his hard work.
Back on Leach for a sec. That was obviously a great first hit out for the Cowboys. Do you have faith he's going to get better and better and better this year, as this year goes on? We can expect more of this sort of nature, high impact play.
Yes, I do. Yeah, absolutely. He'll grow from week to week. Once he gets used to the way we train, and then once he feels more comfortable around sequences and defensive movements and talk and all that sort of stuff, he's only going to get better.
Chad, can you speak on the point of difference he's brought to the side?
Yeah, I think he's been great. Since the first day he's got here, he's really, added a bit of excitement for the playing squad. When you bring someone in fresh, you knew the calibre of Luch has. It's great for the players. I know myself personally, I got a kick and a buzz out of it to bring him in. I've seen him put the work in, with the coaches and trying to understand a bit more of the calls, and he's had conversations with me. And look, he'll get better as the weeks go on. And I didn't expect him to set the world alight tonight, but I think everyone saw what he's capable of tonight with his carries and his punch, and he's got some skills and things that he can do that others can't. So we'll eventually get that out of him. Once he sort of understands the game, I guess the basis of our game plan. But it's exciting when you can bring in a guy like that who can really make a difference. Looking forward to having him here for the rest of the year and beyond.
Todd, how's Hesse looking?
Yeah, no, he could have gone back on, but we just made a decision around, I guess, what's happening moving forward. We get another week off. He won't play for another 14 days, so that was just a decision around his well-being. And I think we pulled the right rein there. And then the same with Luch, we took him off for the same reason. He wanted to keep going, but we just had enough guys on the bench that could play different positions. We put Pet out in the edge back row there. And Pet's a smart player and get the job done there.
Did you expect Felty to come back and beat 7 players in one night?
He's been moving pretty well for 2 weeks now. He's been with the main squad. Felty gets himself going for this game in particular against the Broncos. So was I surprised? No. Did I think he was going to hit the ground running like he did tonight? Probably not. But it's well within him.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.